Proverbs chapter 20. Passion Translation. Subheader: Are you living wisely? A drunkard is obnoxious, loud, and argumentative. You're a fool to get intoxicated with strong drink. The rage of a king is like the roar of a lion. Do you really want to go and make him angry? A person of honor will put an argument to rest. Only the stupid want to pick a fight. If you're too lazy to plant seed, it's too bad when you have no harvest on which to feed. A man of deep understanding will give good advice, drawing it out from the well within. Many will tell you they are your loyal friends, but who can find one who is truly trustworthy? The lovers of God will walk in integrity, and their children are fortunate to have godly parents as their examples. A righteous king sits on his judgment seat. He scatters evil away from his kingdom by his wise discernment. Which one of us can truly say, I am free from sin in my life, for my heart is clean and pure? Mark it down. God hates it when you demonstrate a double standard, one for them and one for you. All children show what they are really like by how they act. You can discern their character, whether they are pure or perverse. Lovers of God have been given eyes to see and ears to hear from God. If you spend all your time sleeping, you'll grow poor. So wake up, sleepyhead. Don't sleep on the job. And then there will be plenty of food on your table. The buyer says, as he haggles over the price, "That's junk. It's worthless." Then he goes out and brags, "Look at the great bargain I got." You may have an abundance of wealth, piles of gold and jewels, but there is something of far greater worth: speaking revelation words of knowledge. Anyone stupid enough to guarantee a loan for a stranger deserves to have his property held as security. What you obtain dishonestly may seem sweet at first, but sooner or later you'll live to regret it. If you solicit good advice, then your plans will succeed. So don't charge into battle without wisdom, for wars are won by skillful strategy. A blabbermouth will reveal your secrets, so stay away from people who can't keep their mouths shut. If you despise your father or mother, your life will flicker out like a lamp, extinguished into the deepest darkness. If an inheritance is gained too early in life, it will not be blessed in the end. Don't ever say, "I'm going to get even with them," if it's the last thing I do. Wrap God's grace around your heart, and He will be the one to vindicate you. The Lord hates double standards. That's hypocrisy at its worst. It is the Lord who directs your life, for each step you take is ordained by God to bring you closer to your destiny. So much of your life, then, remains a mystery. Be careful in making a rash promise before God, or you may be trapped by your vow and live to regret it. A wise king is able to discern corruption and remove wickedness from his kingdom. The Spirit God breathes into man is like a living lamp, a shining light, searching into the innermost chamber of our being. Good leadership is built on love and truth, for kindness and integrity are what keep leaders in their position of trust. We admire the young for their strength and beauty, but the dignity of the old is their wisdom. When you are punished severely, you learn your lesson well, for painful experiences do wonders to change your life. Proverbs chapter 20, Amplified Translation. Subheader: On Life and Conduct. Wine is a mocker, strong drink a riotous brawler, and whoever is intoxicated by it is not wise. The terror of a king is like the roaring of a lion. Whoever provokes him to anger forfeits his own life. It is an honor for a man to keep away from strife, by handling situations with thoughtful foresight. But any fool will start a quarrel without regard for the consequences. The lazy man does not plow when the winter planting season arrives. So he begs at the next harvest and has nothing to reap. A plan, motive, wise counsel in the heart of a man is like water in a deep well, but a man of understanding draws it out. Many a man proclaims his own loyalty and goodness, but who can find a faithful and trustworthy man? The righteous man who walks in integrity and lives life in accord with his godly beliefs, how blessed, happy, and spiritually secure are his children after him, who have his example to follow. A discerning king who sits on the throne of judgment sifts all evil like chaff with his eyes and cannot be easily fooled. Who can say, I have cleansed my heart, I am pure from my sin? Differing weights, one for buying and another for selling, in differing measures, both of them are detestable and offensive to the Lord. Even a boy is known and distinguished by his acts, whether his conduct is pure and right. The hearing ear and the seeing eye, the omnipotent Lord has made both of them. Do not love excessive sleep, or you will become poor. Open your eyes so that you can do your work, and you will be satisfied with bread. It is almost worthless, says the buyer as he negotiates the price. But when he goes his way, then he boasts about his bargain. There is gold and an abundance of pearls, but the lips of knowledge are a vessel of preciousness, the most precious of all. The judge tells the creditor, take the clothes of one who is surety for a stranger, and hold him in pledge when he guarantees a loan for foreigners. Food gained by deceit is sweet to a man, but afterward his mouth will be filled with gravel, just as sin may be sweet at first, but later its consequences bring despair. Plans are established by counsel, so make war only with wise guidance. He who goes about as a gossip reveals secrets. Therefore do not associate with a gossip who talks freely or flatters. Whoever curses his father or his mother, his lamp of life will be extinguished in time of darkness. An inheritance hastily gained by greedy, unjust means at the beginning will not be blessed in the end. Do not say, I will repay evil. Wait expectantly for the Lord, and he will rescue and save you. Differing weights are detestable and offensive to the Lord, and fraudulent scales are not good. Man's steps are ordained and ordained by the Lord. How then can a man fully understand his way? It is a trap for a man to speak a vow of consecration and say rashly, it is holy, and not until afterward consider whether he can fulfill it. A wise king sifts out of the wicked from among the good, and drives the threshing wheel over them to separate the chaff from the grain. The spirit or conscience of a man is a lamp of the Lord, searching and examining all the innermost parts of his being. Loyalty and mercy, truth and faithfulness protect the king, and he upholds his throne by loving kindness. The glory of young men is their physical strength, and the honor of aged men is their gray head, representing wisdom and experience. Blows that wound cleanse away evil, and strokes reach to the innermost parts. Proverbs chapter 20, New Living Translation. Wine produces mockers. Alcohol leads to brawls. Those led astray by drink cannot be wise. The king's fury is like a lion's roar. To rouse his anger is to risk your life. Avoiding a fight is a mark of honor. Only fools insist on quarreling. Those too lazy to plow in the right season will have no food at the harvest. Though good advice lies deep within the heart, a person with understanding will draw it out. Many will say they are loyal friends, but who can find one who is truly reliable? The godly walk with integrity. Blessed are their children who follow them. When a king sits in judgment, he weighs all the evidence, distinguishing the bad from the good. Who can say, I have cleansed my heart, I am pure and free from sin? False weights and unequal measures. The Lord detests double standards of every kind. Even children are known by the way they act, whether their conduct is pure and whether it is right. Ears to hear and eyes to see, both are gifts from the Lord. If you love sleep, you will end in poverty. Keep your eyes open and there will be plenty to eat. The buyer haggles over the price, saying, it's worthless, then brags about getting a bargain. Wise words are more valuable than much gold and many rubies. Get security from someone who guarantees a stranger's debt. Get a deposit if he does it for foreigners. Stolen bread tastes sweet, but it turns to gravel in the mouth. Plans succeed through good counsel. Don't go to war without wise advice. A gossip goes around telling secrets, so don't hang around with chatterers. If you insult your father or mother, your light will be snuffed out in total darkness. An inheritance obtained too early in life is not a blessing in the end. Don't say, I will get even for this wrong. Wait for the Lord to handle the matter. The Lord detests double standards. He is not pleased by dishonest scales. The Lord directs our steps, so why try to understand everything along the way? Don't trap yourself by making a rash promise to God and only later counting the cost. A wise king scatters the wicked like wheat, then runs his threshing wheel over them. The Lord's light penetrates the human spirit, exposing every hidden motive. Unfailing love and faithfulness protect the king. His throne is made secure through love. The glory of the young is their strength. The gray hair of experience is the splendor of old. Physical punishment cleanses away evil. Such discipline purifies the heart.